Hello, thank you for watching Guide the Way with Natalie, and this episode is about making a tactual map. I have one I've been working on slowly on and off for a client for about 5 or 6 weeks. It doesn't usually take that long to make a map, but she'll be using this later on in her program, so I wanted to get started with it sooner than later. And I'm going to try and finish it tonight. So I will show you the map that I've done so far. I've mounted it on foam core board from the dollar store. And I just put on clips. And actually the map I have, I had to cut it down to fit on the foam core. There is the rest of the map. The freeways are designated tactually with WikiSticks, and the streets are in Braille. My client is a Braille reader, quite proficient actually. So it has the street and then the corresponding block number for the address block. And what I'm using is my slate and stylus. This is an aluminum slate, so it does get a little bent out of shape. I've had this one for, I don't know, maybe 20 years. So they're very, very sturdy, even though it may bend sometimes. This is the stylus. I don't know if you can see that a little better on the end here. That's what pokes in the little Braille dots. And then I have a Dymo tape, DYMO, and this is the tape that goes in the Scotch tape, little tape guns, tape machines. I usually just make labels with the slate and stylus. I find that just to be a lot easier when I'm out with clients and on the road. I always bring my little kit with me. It's just in a Ziploc gallon-sized bag. I have everything I need in here, and I can make just real quick little labels and label spices or maps or file folders or whatever someone might need labeled real quick. I have the Braille code here on a poster I got from Humanware at a conference, a technology conference. And this is actually the new UEB version. Yeah, it's right on there, UEB. And I'm using the address that's up, or the alphabet that's up here. It does have all of the contractions on the list and all the punctuation and things. So when I Braille with my slate and stylus, I will place it right under my alphabet here and then double check and make sure that I'm getting the right configuration in there. At this time, I'm not going to get into how to work with the slate and stylus, because that's more of like a Braille lesson. What I have here, what I'm using, I usually when I want to focus my attention on something, I put just a little post-it note underneath it, and that way I keep track of where I'm at. So I have all my materials here, and what you do is take your Dymo tape and I insert it into the slate. There's 2 slots here, one here and one over here. And I will install this through here and then loop it through here, or feed it through there, and then close this off. Make sure it's snug in there. See how that's tight in there. Flatten that out. So what I do, so I also don't use up a lot of the Dymo tape, is I'll actually count how many spaces that I need, and then after I Braille it, I will double check it, match it up with my little cheat sheet here, and make sure all my Braille configurations are correct. And then I just pop this out and then cut it, and then feed it back in to the slot here. there is some tape on the, or little backing to these that you need to peel off. Usually what I do is leave a little lead on it, because to get this backing off the tape, you kind of tear it up a little bit. And when someone's using these labels tactually, if you're adding a little dent or a divot or something in there, the student may think that that's part of the Braille, and when it's not. So it might lead to some confusion. So to keep it real nice and clean, I usually leave a little lead on the end, so then I can peel this backing off and then cut it off. So I'm not going, this isn't really a Braille video, so I'm not going to get into the Braille part of it. Just wanted to highlight a different way to make tactual maps. I really enjoy making tactual maps a lot, and the Dymo tape is great for labeling the maps, and the WikiSticks is great. It's the wax string, and you just push it on wherever you want to have some kind of raised line, and it sticks really well. So yeah, I hope my student is able to use this map and will enjoy it. It's pretty sturdy, so hopefully to help her orient her more to her surrounding areas. And she is interested in, when her family comes from out of state, to be able to help navigate them around town. So that's absolutely something that someone who's not driving can do. And I think that's it for about now. I have some other maps I've made. I'll show them on future videos. If anyone has any questions about map making or materials, I have a wide array of different materials and ways that I make maps, depending on the application for the student or the situation or what I'm making a map of. So please leave me any comments or questions down below, and subscribe if you'd like to get notification of any upcoming videos. And thank you for your time.